We're about to show you the current shape of more than a third of the United States. Welcome to Obesity in America. It is statistically significant in all sex and age groups. In Iowa, more than 1 million are suffering from the fastest growing disease. Almost 2/3 of Minnesotans are overweight or obese, and doctors believe this is a personal yet very public problem.
So it's affecting the healthcare system, it's affecting the economy. And that's why it is a major health problem getting our attentions in the last few years. We're trying to do all what we can to deal with that problem.
Which is why the federal government, state lawmakers, and local people are working to promote healthy eating and active living. So what's being done? Tonight we turn to KIMT News 3's Jenna Lee live in Studio 3 with a special report weighing the odds.
The odds of obesity impacting the state of the nation's economy is great. The odds of obesity increasing the cost of the nation's healthcare system is huge. What's certain is the odds of obesity ending the lives of American children and adults too soon. That's why Steve Anderegg is one of many choosing to beat the odds.
I was what they considered morbidly obese. It scared me to death. I just ate to eat. It is a struggle as you go. I was not going to be around for my 6-year-old daughter.
What happened to Dad? Did he get smaller?
Yeah.
One of my best things was when I moved from morbidly obese to obese, so pretty proud just to be overweight.
Americans have been getting heavier for 3 decades, and with the extra weight has come serious medical consequences.
My real wake-up call came 3 years ago. I had some heart issues and ended up in the hospital and needed to do something different with my life.
Steve was never really hungry. That's despite eating 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day for nearly 20 years.
It becomes a fact that eating is a disorder, just like being a drug addict or an alcoholic, and it becomes your crutch.
If you don't do something drastic for your health, you're not going to be around for this little girl. And
Steve's size in the eyes of health insurance companies left coverage flat. But high blood pressure and high cholesterol far outweighed the high cost of gastric lap band surgery.
And there's always a chance for death.
The average patient is typically obese for 20 years before surgery. On average, people try 25 diet and exercise programs before deciding to pursue a medical procedure as a tool to weight loss success. And 2/3 have an average of 5 obesity-related conditions, including high blood pressure, diabetes, and sleep apnea. Each person mulls over whether to have surgery for about 3 years. Steve's story, though, is becoming all too familiar.
A year ago right now, I weighed right at 367 pounds. I was taking 13 pills a day, and along with 2 shots for my diabetes.
My family are all obese. I lost my father to a heart attack. My mother is struggling with diabetes and hypertension. All my family members probably sitting around a range of 300 to 500 pounds.
Fortunately, we are on the top of the list at the United States of America in terms of obesity. We're followed by Australia, number 2.
This disease can be prevented early by focusing on 2 variables that directly contribute to obesity.
Foods, number 1, and number 2, the lack of exercise.
This month, First Lady Michelle Obama, former Iowa Governor Tom Vilsack, along with many others, are helping lead a path toward healthy living.
This isn't like putting a man on the moon or inventing the internet. It doesn't take a stroke of genius or feat of technology.
Kim Norton, House Representative and chairwoman of the Childhood Obesity Working Group, is following suit by moving Minnesota.
We want to make certain that students have recess every day, that isn't cut. And we also want to make certain that, if we can, that teachers don't use recess as a punishment and withhold children from recess, because we know they need that physical activity.
But there are several simple steps to prevent obesity from threatening the lives of America's children. Often subconscious reasons for keeping the weight are stronger. People fear they will lose their identity to the new slim version. Others say the fat barrier can be broken.
I am wearing a size 36-inch waist jean. I haven't worn a size 36 jean probably since, I'm guessing, probably 7th grade.
Since I've lost weight, I I stand up for that because, I appreciate you complimenting me that I've lost weight and I look nice, but I was who I was when I was heavy.
So the 130 pounds that I have lost has made a world of difference, but I'm not a different person.
A person Sarah holds tight to.
Dinner tonight.
Are you just happy I'm around?
Weighing the odds can be a win. Dr. Muhammad believes his patients gained years of life after making serious changes. But their weight loss success is far from over. Steve maintains a 1,200-calorie diet. He also exercises 3 times a week to ensure his health remains well balanced.